Hey special family, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Autism Mom. Today we're doing another fair use reaction video, and this is part 1 of resources for special need families. So I've compiled a bunch of resources and I'm gonna try to do them in 3 or 4 parts, and today we're doing part 1. So here are the resources for part 1.
So your child has autism and your family needs help. What's available from the federal government, programs, scholarships, grants, services? Here are a few you might not know about, and if you don't, you should really try to take advantage of everything you can. First off, the IDEA, that of course ensures all kids with a disability has access to a free and appropriate public education. That of course is where the IEP comes into, and I know IEP, people hear that and the freaking temperature goes up, and I get it. We went through a battle, a full year, full contact sport with the IEP. At the end of the day, we got what we needed. We got what Cal needed, most importantly. So keep up with that. It's your right. Take advantage of that IEP and get access to that free and public education. You're paying for it in your taxes. Medicaid. So that's a joint federal and state program. Obviously, that gives you access to medications, therapies, medical services. Again, you have to apply. That's income dependent. Some people will make too much for it. Other people, you'll get access to that. SSI. This is cash in your pocket every month. If you qualify, Social Security, that's who you have to go through. It's supplemental security income. Again, it's called SSI. It's designed for kids with disabilities, including autism. Again, income dependent. There's a line based on how much you make, how much your family brings in, your expenses, other kids in the family and everything like that. It's a formula. Some people will get it, some people don't. But I'm amazed at how many people just assume they won't qualify. You should try, because like I'm saying, that is money in your pocket every single month. The Maternal and Child Health Block Grant, it's also known as the MCH Block Grant. I won't go into the whole thing, just know that it's early intervention, diagnosis. They're grants towards autism-related services. Some states allocate a portion of it for those services. You'll have to do your research for your state. Also, CHIP, the Children's Health Insurance Program. So let's say you make too much for Medicaid, but you can't afford private insurance. CHIP covers a range of services, including healthcare and therapies for kids with autism. It's a federal partnership, so you'll have to, again, reach out to your state, and then they'll give you information on CHIP, Children's Health Insurance Program. Those are just a few. A lot of people don't know about it, especially if you're new to autism, having a child diagnosed like I was a couple of years ago. It's a learning process, and this stuff changes day to day, week to week, month to month. You kind of got to stay up on it. What did I miss?
Getting your child in IEP. You ask for an assessment, step 1. The school district has about 2 weeks to give you a yes or a no. If it's a yes, it needs to be in writing in the form of an assessment plan. And once that assessment plan gets signed by you, they have 60 days. Because, let me just say, because I need you to cut through all this conversation. It's just as simple as that. Time's a wasting. Another semester is going to pass. They have 2 weeks, about 15 days. And if they say nothing, that's a no. And you can decide at that point whether or not you want to file a due process. When you ask, you might ask, say something like I have my child assessed, and my understanding is that you're going to be getting me an assessment plan in 15 days. I really want to thank you in advance for your cooperation. I do not want to go through due process. Can we get this done?
So as you see, these resources can be very, very helpful for families like ours. But I've also found a couple more that I want to add, because you never know who you can help. Each one teach one, and together we stand stronger than alone. So here are some more.
Autism and Katie Beckett waivers. That's the Beckett family right there. The purpose of the waiver is to get financial support for the medical services and therapies that these kids need. President Reagan locked this in 1981, and most states have their own version of the Katie Beckett waiver. So the Beckett private insurance had run out, but their income was too high. They couldn't get any services other than being in a hospital, which would have cost $12,000 a month. So when Congress instituted the TEFRA Act in 1982, it allowed each state to modify Katie Beckett waivers. Depending on the state, the waiver can include things like therapies, x-rays, lab tests, even regular medical screenings. And in some states, respite services, so the parents can actually hire professionals. Remember, most states have their own version of the Katie Beckett waiver, so you have to check the state that you live in. Also, some states have waiting lists, so jump on it now.
A lot of people don't know about the Katie Beckett waiver, or TEFRA. If your income is too high for traditional Medicaid, this waiver basically says my kid needs services, not my paycheck. So they stop looking at what you make and look at your kid's needs instead. That was a bright idea, right? So if your child needs certain types of therapies, diapers, in-home care, this waiver helps cover that. And no, you don't have to give up your job or get a divorce to get this waiver. That is a myth. If you want to know if your state offers that waiver, like I know Georgia, South Carolina, Minnesota has, all you have to do is write TEFRA in the name of your state, or Katie Beckett in the name of your state. You're amazing, because I tried to talk about this before and hopefully people see it this time. Some people are out here struggling and don't even know that they don't have to.
If your child is on the spectrum and they are not fully potty trained yet, then you should be able to get free diapers and wipes for them. All you need to do is contact their primary doctor and have them write in a letter of necessity or a prescription for the diapers, and then you're going to have it sent to a durable medical supply company that your insurance covers, or that their insurance covers, and then every month they should be able to send you diapers, wipes, and anything else that is necessary for your child.
As always, I'm going to share every resource that we get along the way of my son's autism journey, just to help the next person, because I was so lost in the beginning. Aeroflow Urology, I share them every month. They send us free diapers, wipes, and bed pads to our front door in discreet packaging, all free and stress-free. I've personally been using Aeroflow Urology for a couple years. I will post about them every single month just in hopes I reach somebody else. And it's not only for special needs parents, it's also for your elderly family members as well. It's simple, it's free, it's easy, and they do all the work for you. These babies. Bed pads are a lifesaver. And baby wipes, and honestly, there is a number of things that you can get. You just have to go check. Aeroflow Urology do all the work for you. It never hurts to try because it's simple, easy, and free. I'm truly grateful for Aeroflow Urology.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
If you're a parent of a minor child or an adult child with special needs and you're concerned about their financial future, you don't have to break the bank to create a safety net for them. So I'm going to give you 3 practical strategies that you can consider that won't actually require $1 million budget. Number 1, open an ABLE account. That's ABLE, an ABLE account for your child. This type of account allows you to save money specifically for their needs without jeopardizing their eligibility for government benefits such as SSI. Number 2, think about securing a large life insurance policy. While that might seem expensive as you get older, this method can fund a special needs trust once you're gone. And number 3, consider a pooled trust managed by a nonprofit organization. This is an effective way to create a financial foundation with smaller amounts of money without requiring substantial upfront contributions. So these 3 hacks can provide you with valuable alternatives to secure your child's financial future. By taking these steps, you can ensure that your child has the support they need both now and in years to come.
All right, autism parents, how to provide additional financial resources for your special needs child or children after we die. I do hate thinking about this because I always say, a lot of special needs parents say, hey, we can never die. We just can't die. Our kids need us forever. But at the end of the day, we realize that we are one day going to die and our kids will live on without us. That said, we have a responsibility, a true responsibility to take care of them when we're gone. Think about the resources that your special needs kids may live on. SSI, the disability payments, Medicaid. Well, if you die and you want to provide additional financial resources for your kids or assets, you could put those services in big jeopardy. That is where a special needs trust comes into play. Remember, many government resources and benefits are what's called means tested. Basically, it's just that the lower income you have, the lower means you have, then the more resources or benefits you'll receive. But when a parent passes away and they want to provide additional means and additional resources to special needs kids, it throws everything out of balance and you could put those resources and benefits in jeopardy. Basically, you just have to pass things down the right way, and that is where the Special Needs Trust comes into play. You got to talk to a special needs attorney or a special needs estate planner and get everything figured out now. The worst thing we can do, is wait until there's an emergency, some type of accident, something unplanned for. That's just called life. Some attorneys will even allow you to make monthly payments. You can start way ahead of time to make sure that if and when something happens, that your special needs child is taken care of and you are protecting their resources and their benefits.
Parent caregiver break. All of these states offer respite so that way you can have a break from your child or elderly person in your life as a caregiver. Let's run it. Whatever state you're in, first you need to know if they have a respite coalition or a lifespan respite and go through them first, because ARC specifically does not provide respite care. These are the states that they can help you get respite in. So let's run it. Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada. This says TBD, so we'll see. New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin. So specifically go to ARC National Respite Network. So this is arcrespite.org. I live in California. My son is autistic. He is nonverbal. He said his first words this year in January. They were, "I love you." I was asked if I wanted to start respite when he turned 3, and I said no, because I was concerned about him being in diapers, being nonverbal, having self-injury, wearing a helmet, having an AAC device, having pica. I was concerned about as a parent and leaving him with someone else that I do not know. So I finally decided this year, let's go ahead and do respite. And he was originally qualified for 20 hours a week, no personal assistant hours. I just recently requested an increase in hours because I do homeschool him, so he's with me at all times. So the hours will jump up to 40 hours a month for respite and 15 hours for PA, personal assistant hours. How did I get respite? I contacted the service coordinator through the regional center. California, we all have regional centers in every single county. Contact service coordinator, let them know you want respite, email them and call, so that way that email has a timestamp and date and they have to respond to that. So if you're going to call, make sure you follow up with an email as well too. That's how you get it. If you call and ask for that today, your hours will most likely start probably June 1st or maybe sometime this month. If they can get you a provider soon, you can use a family member. I chose not to because I don't want that close connection of someone coming to me wanting stuff, needing stuff while I'm trying to have a break. That way it's someone else, and I interviewed 3 people before I decided on one.
Hopefully these resources were helpful to you as they were to me, and I'll come back tomorrow with part 2 with some more resources. Okay?